Yes, I can.
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, let me introduce myself first. I'm Raj. I have around 15 years of experience in BI, BIM reporting, and also into data warehousing, and in recent years into analytics based on Hadoop and Spark and all that. So,
Okay.
just briefly about me. So, could you please introduce yourself, your background, your technical skill set, and why is that you have chosen Qlikview, uh, Qlikview BI tool? There are other tools also like Tableau is there, competitor to Qlikview, and you have Spotlight also there. And why is that? Why is it that you want to learn Qlikview? You can just give me brief detail on that, and that will help me to tailor things.
Hi, is it for me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have learned. Well, I joined the college and I learned the basics of data warehousing and SQL.
Okay.
So Qlikview is getting a lot of means. I saw that Qlikview has a lot of job requirements,
Yes.
and um, it is pretty simple in compared to comparison to the other tools.
Right.
So that's the reason why I chose Qlikview because it's in demand actually. That's why.
Got it. Got it. Yeah. But are you working presently or are you looking for a job at this point?
I'm looking for a job.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, as you said, yes, Qlikview is one of the top tool at this point, and there are two tools actually. One is Qlikview, another one is Tableau, which are quite taking the BI market at this point. And also there is something called Spotlight. Okay. So I mean, Qlikview is more friendly towards developer. I mean, in a way, um, it does know SQL, because you are also from database background, you will find Qlikview is something, very friendly. In a way, it's more interesting for you to write SQL queries, write the scripting, and then come up with a nice dashboard. So you see, this is something. I'm sharing my screen. I hope you're able to see my screen. Correct.
Yes.
So this is one Qlikview dashboard. I mean, it's a demo dashboard which is available from the site. So one of the beauty of Qlikview is it works on association. So for example, if I click on any product here, for example, if I say I click bikes, it shows me all the white colors that you see, all the list box that has the white colors. It means that this product is sold. You know, there is association of this product with any of this list box. For example, it is sold. It is available in 2011, 2012, and 2013 also. Okay, and it works on association. If you click anything on the dashboard, it actually gets all the information from the memory. It comes up with uh, information that is selectable by the user. And then also it shows which are not selectable by the user. For example, bikes has categories like this. There are other categories also, but this doesn't belong to bikes. So all this all this calculation, all this association are done in the memory in real time. Though the data is loaded first, when you have to run the script, you have to write your script to connect to a data source. It can be Excel, or it can be a SQL Server, it can be a database, any database. And once you reload the data will be loaded in memory. So once you have it in memory, when user navigate to any particular control here, any particular component here, the association propagates and then comes up with required selection in the memory, and then this dashboard is displayed to you. So it's all done in the memory compared to a typical data warehouse environment. Okay, and moreover, it is very fast deployment. If you see, Qlikview deployment does not take a lot of time. And you can download the Qlikview application or the exe to your system and then open the Qlikview application and start developing the POC. Once you are comfortable with the POC, you can show it to a stakeholder and they can take it up with the respective IT team, try to onboard it. Okay, and the development time is also very minimal. If you have some knowledge in SQL, and if you are from database background, if you understand a little bit of star schema kind of data modeling, it is very easy. But even Even we don't have to go to the level of star schema, but we should be able to, reduce the number of tables, reduce the number of data sets, and we can have very good data model uh, within Qlikview. Okay, so what we will be seeing once you join the session, what all the things you would see, where and all I would assist you, for the time that we have session, or like I would be covering you all the design components. Design components in a way, if you right click here, right click and go to sheet object. So you see the different sheet objects. We will be covering all the sheet objects. Design components will be a part of the session. Like first half of the session, we'll be discussing about scripting, data modeling, and second half of the session, or towards the end of the session, we'll be discussing about the design components. So how do you use a design component? Okay. With respect to scripting, there is a script editor within Qlikview where you can write the script. But this is not available with any other tool actually. If you think of Tableau, I don't think they have a script environment like this where you can write your script, where you can control which data needs to be loaded, and there are different types of loading there. I mean, Qlikview has advanced very good features when it comes to developer side, and that too with respect to scripting. There are different types of load. For example, there is something called resident load, there is something called buffer load, binary load. There are different types of load that you can do. And there are different types of data source that you can connect, as long as the data source supports ODBC or JDB or OLEDB kind of a connection. See here, I can choose any ODBC connection or OLEDB based connections. I can connect to a web file, I can connect to another Qlikview file, or I can connect to any table file in the sense XML, text, Excel, you can name it, any table file, tabular formatted file. Okay, so you can have tabs like this, and then organize your script. Okay, organize your script in a way you load the data from the respective table. So you name it like this. You can also have like facts and dimension tables. So you can actually organize the script in a better way. That is why that is how the tabs are used in the script environment. Right. So we will be seeing all this. Like how do you write a script? How do you design the data model for a given given application? I will also give you some sample data set which you can use it towards the end of the session. I will give you a sample data set. You can try that and come up with a data model and design like a project you can do. That also we can try to explore towards the end of the session. But otherwise, this is going to be design plus developer session. It's not just design.
And how much set analysis will you cover?
Yeah, set analysis will be covered. That's very important, right? Set analysis completely will be covered. Set analysis is actually, you know that, and you may have heard about it. Set analysis, like you have one set and another set. A set is nothing but if you set theorem, right? Especially with set theorem, where you can consider certain, where you can, for example, I want to find out the sales of customer if they bought any specific product. For example, if they bought bikes, I want to know the overall sale of the customer. So I take the customer information, customer sale information like customer and product bikes, that is one set. And then I combine that with the whole set and then get the total sales. So there are advanced things with that. I will really discuss about the scenario where you would use where you use set analysis and what are the different ways you can use set analysis. Like there is something also possible and excluded value P and E functions that also we will discuss. Set analysis, then all the data model related functions. For example, you have mapping table, you have you can also join tables using left join, right join, typical SQL. Well, there is something called keep join, and we'll discuss about concatenate, discuss about and we will discuss about some of the functions like P function, previous function, some of the important functions, and as I said, the different types of loading also we will discuss. Buffer loading and then a binary load, receiving load, the resident load, the different types of loading and everything.
Okay.
I will also help you with some, I'll also conduct some mock It will be kind of questions to you. See, at the end of, I mean, there will be quiz kind of stuff towards the end of each session, so to make sure that you understand the concepts. And also, that's more related to your answering skills, or how much you understand for any given topic, which can help you in future interviews also. That's like I try to do. Because you're looking for a job, I have to think of what things I can add that can help you to get a job.
Yes.
I can also, we can, yeah, I mean, this needs to be tailored based on working person or a job searching person. And that can be done. Any other questions you have?
And how long will be the sessions? Per day or per
Yeah, but it will be, it's based on, I mean, since you're searching for a job, it's just to have it per day. It's that way you can utilize the time well for the weekends. But it's up to you. You tell me what's the slot that you're looking for. Based on that, we should be able to know. Give me the complete slot. I mean, give me the different slots that is possible for you to take the sessions, and I will pick one from it. And we will continue with that, like 1 hour session per day. And the thing is, it's going to be more interactive. It's kind of one-to-one session. So no way I can escape from any of your questions.
Okay. So typically, means I do have mainly with mapping table, resident load concepts, and set analysis. So those are the topics which I would like to go in detail, because the text box, list box, those are like basic things are little bit I have learned.
Okay, I mean generally this is all very simple things, but there are certain advanced things also. Even within list box you can write expressions. You can go for some expressions, right? I mean you need that, I mean if you see Qlikview, right, this seems to be a very simple list box, but there are a lot of properties within this. Have you used show as preview, or have you used always one selected value? You know, there are things. I mean, you wouldn't have used all the properties within list box, but it's must. I mean, it would be good to know what all the properties are there. How do you use it? You know, when it comes to real time, when you have to go for the job, and you know there are certain properties which may make it easy, but you know you need to know that, right? But generally, it may look very simple, but because of that, I wouldn't skip design components. We have to go through all the important features within each of the components. I mean the properties. So I mean, yeah. So that way, design components, even though it looks simple, there are things that you need to know that already explained.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, so you can talk to the vendor. I mean the coordinator. They will. You can give the timing to them, and they can again get back to me. Say, check the timing if it is feasible for me. Then we'll know that. This is a one-to-one session. I'm also taking other one-to-one sessions, but so I want to make sure I can dedicate some time to you, especially for this course. So give your possible slots. Okay, I will choose one for that.
Oh, okay. And will you cover modeling too in this one?
Yeah, data modeling will be there. Yes. I mean, data modeling is nothing but how you put the script, right? How you write the script to come up with this data model. Whether you go for join, or whether you go for link table, or whether you go for concatenate, that makes the data. I mean, basically, join and all the SQL knowledge that you have will be used in data modeling part of it.
Okay. Fine.
Generally, I will explain you over this architecture of Qlikview in how it actually works in memory, and once you understand, you will also understand how to develop the data model better. You need to know the internal principles of the architecture of Qlikview, how it works. So, I mean, main intention is to reduce the number of tables. So synthetic key is something you would have heard that's forming in another table if there are more than one common keys there. And I mean, more and more tables added, it makes the data model complex, and also the data that required to be stored in memory is more. And just with one application, it is fine, but you think of production where you have multiple Qlikview applications loaded, and there are a lot of users interacting with that. So, so how do we have our file not affecting any other application by building the best data model, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that we reduce the number of tables, that we reduce unnecessary, you know, unnecessary load on memory. We will discuss on that.
Okay. And so I'll contact the vendor and give them time slots when to start.
Yeah, please. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just you can contact them, and if you have any other questions before you proceed, you can let me know now, or you can mail them, and they can get in touch with you on that. Yeah.
I wanted to know, like, for Qlikview, is it only SQL and a little bit of Qlikview? Will that help me in getting a job, or people look for like Cognos and SSRS and SSIS and then Qlikview?
No,
Like,
no, 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 I don't think so. I mean, Qlikview, I mean, people are not looking Qlikview along with other tools. Within Qlikview, there is only SQL kind of knowledge. I mean, if you have SQL knowledge, that would be enough to learn SQL. Qlikview, there is no, very complex stuff. Things like, you should know this language or that language, or should have experience from ETL too. That's not required. Within
mm-hmm,
Qlikview itself, we are trying to do some transformation, which is equivalent to ETL, but that doesn't require you to know other tools. But if you have some knowledge in it, like SSIS, which is ETL, how do you get the
mm-hmm.
data in? How do you transform the data using SSIS? That may help, but that is not mandatory.
Okay.
It's a reporting tool, right? And reporting tool in the sense, moreover, it works on memory very fast. SSRS and
Mm-hmm,
for legacy reporting tools. So, and that is not quite interactive compared to Qlikview. Very,
mm-hmm,
very, I mean, just static reports, you can interact, but every time you have when you click OK and refresh, what happens, it actually goes to the database and fetches this information, which is always slow over the network. And Qlikview is not that. Quick, fast
mm-hmm.
analysis. And as you said, as you asked, it is not must, but you need to many other tools. Qlikview alone can help getting a job.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, I know somebody in US also, who has come for, who has came for trainings, and they're able to get a job, like like remote jobs, job in New Jersey. Where are you located?
I'm located in New Jersey.
Yeah. So yeah, I know people there who has taken from my side, and I mean the way this, I mean what I hear from them is there are a lot of openings on Qlikview, and especially there are some openings like a remote position for remote position jobs where you can work from
Mm-hmm.
from your place rather than go for office also. So I mean, and these guys are keep on coming back to me uh, asking me certain questions, clarifications, all that. And every time they ask me any questions, they ask some interview. So I see that there are a lot of interviews happening because you need to see around places. So I think you should be able to get a job. Once you have some knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fine then.
It will be a very slow session. We will go through each and every topic very slowly, and it will be more interactive. And unless or otherwise you are clarified in any topic, we will go further. I will make sure that you get more not only just at the concept level, but also at the entry point of level of real time how the things will be handled and all that we will discuss.
Okay. And how I just wanted to know how long will be the entire session?
It will be 25 sessions, 20 to 25 sessions, and based on your uh, your interest, it can be, I mean, like 25 sessions is something maximum I am assuming, and go like another 2 3 sessions. So
Okay.
it depends, but it will be 1 hour session only, it will be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
But so what I will do is in 1 hour I will teach you things, and another 1 hour you can take at your end and then give it a try. And we can also try to do, and I can ask you to try do it in your system. Some of the design things, script and all I can ask you to do, and then first. And wherever it is possible, I will try to put you as a presenter. You try to do it. Wherever it is not possible, I will explain the things, and that you can practice in the next hour, and we can discuss that in the next day. So for you, you want to spend 2 hours per day.
Fine. Fine. So yeah, that is like most of my questions. So
Okay, yeah.
so
If you have
I'll
questions, don't hesitate to ask, and you can ask me any questions. And now, as I know, you can put it in the mail to them. During the session, also you can ask any questions you have. Maybe I will start with what is legacy data tools and how it is different from Qlikview and all that. We will go from the base.
okay, fine.